Features can be classified as either sketch or applied. Download the features part from the link provided in the description of this video tutorial. So let us open the features part. When we say sketch features, they are based upon a 2D sketch, which then later on transform into a solid by means of extrusion, rotation, lofting, and or sweeping. So applied features are created directly to solid models like fillets and jumpers, which doesn't need a 2D sketch profile. So let us go to the features design tree or feature manager design tree. You do have this rollback bar option. So let us roll back it so that we will know how this part was created. So the first one is an extrusion, then post extrude one, which has a sketch profile in it. It has a rectangle which has a 200 by 100 millimeters. Next one is the cylindrical solid here, which then have a sketch profile of a circle, and an extruded cut, which then created a hole, and it has a circle entity, sketch entity for its sketch. So these features are called sketch features. Okay, and while jumper is added to the top of the cylindrical face, fillet, and also a cut, and another one, fillet. Okay. So jumper, fillets are applied feature. They do not have any 2D sketch profile. So let us create a new part and let us discuss about sketching. So when we define sketching, sketching is the act of creating a 2D profile. Lines, circle arcs, and ellipses are some of the typical geometry types. Before creating a sketch, you need to select a plane on which to sketch. So there are 3 default planes provided here: the front plane, top plane, and the right plane. So let us create a sketch. First, we need to go to select the sketch command manager, select the sketch tool, and the 3 planes will become visible. So here, let us select the right plane, and we will use the basic or most commonly used sketch entity, which is the line. So I'll just select the line tool. I'll just draw horizontal and vertical lines. Notice that there are some automatic sketch relations added to the profile. Okay. And those lines are called inferencing lines, by the way. So I'll just close the profile. Then I'll just accept, click OK. Notice here, the sketch has color black and color blue. Okay, this means that the sketch is underdefined. Underdefined sketch is one of the 3 types of sketches you'll notice in SolidWorks. So when we say underdefined sketch, the sketch is inadequately defined and it is color blue by default. So let us add some dimensions. By the way, if you don't see these automatic sketch relations, you may want to view them using the hide or show items and select view sketch relations. So I'll just add dimensions using smart dimension. So let's provide the length of this line. Let's say this is 60 millimeters. This one is, let's say, 35. I'll provide an angle. It's 140 degrees probably. And the total length or the overall length of this sketch, say 110. Then I'll just add more dimensions. Lined, similarly 35. and I'll just escape the keys so that I could add some relations. So by adding relations, you can select the drop down arrow here under display, delete relations, then add relations. So you need to select some entities, so probably two entities. Let's select this line and this one and make it perpendicular, then OK. Notice the sketch turned to black. This means that the sketch is fully defined. Okay, so by the way, one way to notice if your sketch is underdefined, so let us just delete this dimension here. So you have here underdefined. One way to notice if the sketch is underdefined, if we are going to exit the sketch under the confirmation corner, notice the name of the sketch here, it has a negative symbol before the name. So this means that the sketch is underdefined. So let us just select this one, then edit sketch. Then I'll just add the one that I have deleted earlier. Oops. So it should be aligned 35, then OK. This sketch is fully defined. So when we say the sketch is fully defined, the sketch has all the necessary information to fully describe the profile of the given sketch. And fully defined sketch is colored black by default. If we are going to exit this one, notice the name, it doesn't have any symbol before its name. So the sketch here is fully defined. It is a good practice to fully define your sketch. Other types of sketches is called overdefined, which is it has some duplicate dimensions or conflicting relations, and probably the color of the sketch might become red. So if you're going to add some more dimensions here, let's say I'll add another dimension or a relation. So let's say this one and also this one. I'll make them horizontal, then OK. Notice the red one here. So this means that your sketch is overdefined. So there are duplicating dimensions or relations in the profile. So probably I'll just delete that relation, which is horizontal. You could select that one and press the delete key in the keyboard, or you could simply right click and then delete. So this is a good sketch profile, which is a fully defined sketch. By the way, there are other status of a sketch, which is called no solution found and invalid solution found. So both of them indicates that there are errors that must be repaired. So in this video tutorial, we have discussed the two types of features, which is called sketch and applied features, and the possible good practice of sketching your profile. So make sure to make it a fully defined sketch.